Hey you, thank you very much for stopping by. My name is Lydia and today I'm going to be talking about something a little bit exciting. If you've been watching my videos from beginning to now, you know I talk about a lot about AliExpress and Alibaba. So today I'm going to be talking about the import duties and charges and taxes that you pay when you import something off Alibaba. Remember, this is based on my experience and the things that I've imported off AliExpress. So it may not really be applicable to you, but these charges are something around the same. It's like an estimate. Yeah, I'm not going to do a lot of mathematics. This is like simple arithmetic, just going to give you a sketch of what to expect and how much you should be prepared with that you might be paying when you go picking your item from Posta or whichever shipping agent you're working with. So first of all, if your goods weigh below 500 grams, normally you pay just 100 shillings when you go picking your item. When I say 500 grams, I mean something as uh, as small as maybe a lipstick, like a single lipstick. So anything that weighs more than that, you'll have to pay the import duties and taxes. So just stick around, watch the video to the end, then you know the breakdown of the charges. So like when you go picking your item, you know what to expect. Like when you've made your order of AliExpress or Alibaba, you can be M-Pesa ready so that when your good gets here, you have the expected amount of money. Yeah. All right, so this is not going to be complex mathematics. I'm just giving you an estimate of the percentage that of the cost of goods you bought that you expected to pay. Like, I'm not going to involve a lot of mathematics. I'm just going to give you a brief of what to expect. Yeah. All right, so the first charge is the Kenya Railways Development Levy that is at 2% of the cost of goods you bought. Like, let's say you bought something worth 1,000 shillings. That is like 1,000 shillings, that is like $10. Yeah. If you bought something at $10, yeah, KRDL value is at 2%. So 2% of 1,000 shillings, that is like 20 shillings. So that is what goes to taxation. And then the second one is the import declaration fee, which is at 3.5%. 3.5%. Let's say your goods are costing around 1,000 shillings. So the import declaration fee will be 3.5% of 1,000, which is 35 shillings. Okay. Yeah. So up to this far, assuming the cost of your goods are 1,000 bob, the amount you pay up to this far is like 55%. And then the third charge is import duty, which is at 25%, and that is the most hefty. Like, import duty is at 25%. Like, let's say the cost of goods is 1,000 shillings, so the import tax is at 250 shillings. Look, 25% of 1,000 is 250. So plus the previous one is 250 plus 55, that is like 305. Right? The next charge is the value added tax. The value added tax, initially it was at 16%, but at the moment it's at 14%. That is based on today, October 2020. It's at 14%. It might vary. I don't know what they're planning to do, but it might vary as we go. So as at October 2020, the value added tax that is charged on import is at 14%. Yeah. That also takes a lot. So assuming the cost of your goods is 1,000 shillings, then the value added tax would be 140 shillings. So 305 plus 140, that should be 445. Yeah. All right, so the next one and the last one I'm going to be talking about in this video is excess duty. Excess duty applies to goods that are manufactured in a different country. Like most products on Alibaba and AliExpress are manufactured in China. So most of them you'll have to pay excess duty. So excess duty is normally at 10%. Around 10%. I'm not going to say it's certain 10% because I don't know what you're going to import, but the things I've been importing, the excess duty is normally around 10%. Yeah, mostly around 10%. So assuming the value of the goods I'm importing are 1,000 shillings, so 10% of 1,000 shillings, that is 100 shillings. So plus the addition that we already did at value added tax, it's 445 plus 100, that is 545. So for goods worth 1,000 shillings, you'll pay a total import tax and duties at 545. So overall, if you're calculating the cost of buying a good from China or AliExpress, you need to include those. So based on our calculation, based on our example, the total taxes are at 545. So let's say it's a bundle of hair. So if it goes for 1,000 shillings, then plus the taxes, that is 545. That will be 1,545. So sometimes before you buy something from AliExpress or Alibaba, ask yourself, can I get it at a cheaper price locally? And then sometimes when you engage a shipping agent, agent to help you ship in. They charge like anything from 10% to 30% of the cost of goods. And then the Kenyan way of doing things, they have to exaggerate those prices. So sometimes the agency fee becomes more expensive, making the product, say, like sometimes they charge something, say 30%. 30% of 1,000, that is 300. So on top of the 545, we now have 300. So it comes to 845. So the total cost of buying that product would be 1,845. Yes, so sometimes before you buy a product, do the calculation and then confirm, is it worth buying from AliExpress or Alibaba or China or wherever, or you just buy it locally. So then there's also a question on how do you pay for these things. So if you're using a shipping agency, if you're using like say DHL, FedEx, UPS, or all those, you'll pay through their way. They'll give you their pay bill number. But then if you're using Posta or EMS, KRA will be there with you. Like when you go for your products, at Posta, you'll be directed to the KRA office. KRA, initially we used to pay through Coop Bank, like you pay through Coop Bank, or but at the moment they have a pay bill system. Now you can pay via M-Pesa. Like they give you a code, you pay to that, then your goods are given to you. Like it's a simple process, yeah.